problem with the Lego Skywalker Saga. Now, don't get me wrong, this game is amazing. I'm going to start this video out by saying this game is fantastic. I'm going to start it off before I even say welcome to the video. I'm glad you're back. If this is after your first time watching, or if this is your first time watching, I highly suggest you subscribe, get comfy, and enjoy the video. Yeah, I loved every second I spent playing the Lego Skywalker Saga. Every second throughout my it was around like 20 hours to get through the campaign. Not too long. I kind of like that time frame. I like about 20 hours in my campaigns. My only gripe is anyways, hold on, before I get into my gripes, man, this is not meant, these videos I do are not meant to be a review. These are meant to be things that I like about the game, what I don't like about the game, what I would change. You know, it's a mix and mash of what my opinions are about the game. But take it as you will. This is all my opinions, though. Anyways, I'm gonna dive right in here. Anyway, my takeaway from the game is that it was a blast. It was a blast. You know, it was like a 20-hour Star Wars adventure because I focused mainly on the campaign. I'll get into that later. You know, it was a blast. It was a great 20-hour Star Wars adventure with a few less Lego moments than I'd like to admit here. Hold on, I'm gonna quickly turn this. Anyways, it was a few less Lego moments than I'd like to. You know, I wish within levels there was a bit more emphasis on, you know, the Lego aspect. You know, being a Lego game. Anyways, I don't really like, you know, the level length. I don't really care for the length of the levels. I wanted I know that they wanted the pre-level parts to be the you know, the length of the game, but I wanted the main missions are only about like 2-minute shooting galleries half the time, and it's like free play. It makes it a little less exciting, should I say, during the fact that during the free play missions it already kind of, you know, it locks you into playing as a certain character, and I didn't really like that. Like, what is the point of free play if, like, I was doing the episode 1 Darth Maul fight in free play after I was going through the game again, and it locks you into Qui-Gon. It like literally switches you into Qui-Gon, and when you're in the middle of pod races, like, it's in space battle, you can't switch in combat because you're in combat. So it's like, what? Unless they fix that, I don't think you could switch in combat. At least I don't think I could. And you can't. Another thing is with free play is you can't. You know, why can't you free play an entire episode? You know, I don't understand that one. You can't replay an entire episode from the beginning in free play. You know, like new game plus that episode, because like there's a bunch of boss battles that are locked to pre-levels only. You know, like the entire Jango Fett first battle is a pre-level, and you can't even do that. And most of the story context is in those pre-levels, and you can't replay them. You're stuck doing those 2 to 5 minute, you know, shooting gallery sections where you're locked on a rail, and I get it, but you can't tell me replaying the episode would be more fun than a 2-minute mission. You know, you can't do that. Anyways, I went off topic a little bit there. I don't know. Levels are way too short, in my opinion. Even most kid game levels aren't as short, but like I played Lego Marvel Super Villains. This is just another Lego game in the broad spectrum. Before I played the Skywalker Saga, I played a different Lego game, so I knew what I was kind of getting into, and those levels are like triple the length of these levels. Like the first level of Lego Super Villains, you play as like your own character, like Luthor, all these Solomon Grundy and all this and that. You know, it's weird. And if you want me to compare it to another Lego game, I can compare it to other Star Wars games, you know, other Star Wars Lego games or real games, you know. I feel like the levels just should have been more inspired is all, like, especially if you look at the past Lego Star Wars games. You know, I'm not saying these levels aren't good. These levels are fantastic. I just wish there was a little bit more, you know what I mean? Just was fantastic. I just kept wishing it was longer. You know, and another gripe I have, my second point, if you will, or third or fourth or whatever, I don't know. These aren't really complaints, these are just gripes I have, is the co-op component of the game, the split screen. It works fine and all for what it is, but it's just a little too personal, a little too close. And you know, it's like right up on your character, you know, it's like this close. And you know, it's like split down the middle, so you don't, you know, it's like this, so you don't get to see much. Imagine if it was like this, see a little bit better, but this, you know, not really. This, you can't see. Makes your FOV, you know, your field of view way smaller, way smaller. I feel it should have been in a split cross, you know, and, you know, also, you know, I'm not the only one who feels like the split screen is a little bit, meh. And, you know, people, are also bringing up the fact without the lacking of online features, you know, I didn't even know most games had online features. I didn't know most Lego games had online features. So I'm not really one of the ones who are like, bleh, for the lack of online, but I do get it. I do understand there is, because this is the year 2022 and they're, you know, not everybody, I don't hang out with people really anymore, so online play, I don't really do online play either, but, you know, would have been nice for the people who do. That's all I'm saying. Also, the lack of character customization, you know, I never dabbled in that, never really cared for Lego customization in the Lego games. I liked playing as these minifigures that, you know, I grew up to enjoy, like playing as Darth Maul, Darth Vader, you know, Princess Leia, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker. I enjoyed playing as those guys. I kind of stayed away from, in the older trilogy, from doing the Lego Creator. I never really cared of it. But one thing I will say is you should never remove a feature if it's been in like more than like 2 games. And this has been a feature in every game, so I take it out. That's why I'm not complaining about the multiplayer feature, like online feature, because it was only in like two games. So that's why I'm not like, but you know, it's like, what the heck? And another thing, this is my personal thing, I don't know if other people have complained about this, but the majority of Lego games have always had a crazy amount of like collectibles and collectathons. It was like a huge collectathon, but it's taken to a whole new level with the Lego Skywalker Saga. I mean, like, the bar is here, and it's like up there, you know, over 1,000 bricks to find, and that's not even the only collectible. There's like characters and ships and all this and that, and it's like 1,000. Just seeing 1,000, just seeing 1,000 is crazy, you know. It's like, you know, it's like my ADHD brain, it's too much for it, you know, too much for my brain, my ADHD filled brain. I'm extremely happy that there's a ton of content, but like 1,000 of something, it's like, is everything quality? You know, is that what it is? Is everything perfect? Perfect bunch of qualityness, or are you just caring about quantity and you're just trying to milk it? You know, there's 1,000, I think there's 1,200 almost, I think, and half of them are cool. I like how you have to do a little bit of the puzzles to get them, but I don't like how some of them are like literally the same as other ones. Because like when you have 1,000 of something, is everything gonna be, you know, or is it gonna be a little bit of, ugh, I've had this before, I want something new, Anyways, all in all, the Lego Skywalker Saga is amazing. It's the best Lego game I've played, besides the fact that I've, you know, had those personal gripes with them. The things I loved about this game, you know? I loved the story, it's Star Wars. I love the fact that every movie is in this game. Although the last 3 movies, you know, the new trilogy, the sequel trilogy, meh. But that's not the Lego game's fault. Nah. You know, it's a reimagining on an old school formula, and you know, that's always a cool thing to see. You know, you really can't complain about when they're like when they take that much content and cram it into one game. You really can't. These are gripes. These are nothing. I'm not complaining or anything like that, but, you know, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you in the next one.